Kanye West is clarifying things that have gone around on the internet that he didn't actually say, but people think was said by him. And he's also talking about Pete, actually calling him Pete for once and not calling him Skeet or making fun of him. And some people have caught him being kind of shady in his latest campaign for his new Yeezy sunglasses. Let's get into everything that's going on. So Kanye West has been on a massive Instagram rant for the last couple of weeks. He's been talking about Kim, Adidas, and Gap, and has been going on individual rants about every single one of those things. And specifically with Kim, he's upset because he wants his kids to attend a school he created over the school that she is sending their kids to, that her sisters have gone to, and her other sisters are sending their kids to. And he has been saying all these things about her and her family as a result of being upset about that. And someone decided to start photoshopping to make it look like he was posting things on Instagram that he actually wasn't. And one of the things that was going around on Twitter was that Kanye had said Kim has diarrhea a lot, like way more than a normal person should have it. And a lot of people were not sure if this was real or not, because Kanye posts and then deletes things almost instantly, and it's very rare that he keeps things up on his Instagram. So a lot of people were like, this kind of seems like something he would maybe say, because he's been saying a lot of out-of-pocket stuff recently on his Instagram, specifically about Kim, and he just says random things sometimes, and people were like, I mean, it could be. It couldn't be, but it could be. Like, people were ready to believe this, and a lot of people did believe this. So he ended up clarifying that he didn't actually say this. He posted a screenshot of the fake Instagram, and he said, "This was not from me. Someone copied my style of text and wrote something not funny. I know you guys are gonna be disappointed, but I actually didn't write the tweet that said Friends wasn't funny either, but I wish I had. I'd love to know who thought of that. I like to post comments because y'all is hilarious. I love funny people, and I think that's one of the reasons me and Skeet could have never been friends." Once again, shading Pete Davidson, saying Pete Davidson is not funny, so we could not be friends with Pete Davidson. Oh my gosh, you guys. So no, it wasn't true that, he posted about Kim and diarrhea. Oh my goodness. Now, Kanye did seem to have a little bit of a change in heart when it came to Pete Davidson and a few other people that he's been making comments about. Following Buckingham Palace's announcement of the Queen's passing, Kanye took to Instagram to post this photo of her, and then he posted, "Life is precious. Releasing all grudges today. Leaning into the light. Best wishes and blessings to Pete Cuddy Daniel Cherry." Finally spelling Pete's name right for once. So maybe he will let him live his life now, because even though Kim and Pete announced their breakup a while ago, he has not let it go. The fact that Pete and Kim were even together remotely at all in the last couple of months, even though they've broken up, he literally does not care. He was still going off about Pete as of like last week, and he was still shading him, making fun of him, all of that stuff. So maybe now he will just leave Pete be and not bother him anymore, because he was literally getting photoshopped into Instagrams that Kanye was posting, and the poor thing was just everywhere. But I will say Kanye was still feeling pretty petty towards the Kardashian family, because if you guys remember Jordyn Woods, it looks like Kanye has recruited her to be a model for Yeezy along with her sister. So Jordyn posted several photos of Kanye's new glasses that he's been promoting for Yeezy, and she posted these pictures on her Instagram and tagged the brand, and everyone was shook knowing that Kanye and her were working together, and how much of a problem that was probably going to be in the Kardashian household. They were probably like, are you serious? Like, there is not one thing that Kanye hasn't done to just somewhat get a reaction out of the Kardashians, and he hasn't gotten that reaction because they are really private and they don't like to react publicly. They have before, but you could tell they're really trying not to get involved here, and Kim has said that she really wants to keep things between her and Kanye, but he will not stop with Instagram, and she will not be responding to him publicly. But I'm sure he wanted a reaction with this one. At least within the household, they were probably like, he cannot be serious right now. He's literally hired the person that we dislike and basically kicked out of our family as everyone's friend, and now she's modeling for Kanye. And it's obviously very purposeful, because Kanye does things very strategically, and he is feeling very petty and shady these days. But if you guys don't remember or know why it's such a big deal that Jordyn is modeling for Yeezy, Jordan used to be Kylie Jenner's best friend. And she was honestly friends with everyone in the family. She was so intertwined in Kylie's life. She was practically another sister. And a lot of people, even when she first had Stormi, were like, that's Stormi's other mom, because she was just so much in Kylie's life. They lived together. They did everything together. They were literally inseparable. They had been friends for years. They had grown up together. And even on Kylie's reality show that she had before she had Stormi, Jordan was basically the narrator of the whole show. She was the star. And in Kylie's pregnancy announcement video, Jordan was the star of that. She was just such a major part of their lives. But it all came crashing down in February of 2019 when it was reported that Tristan Thompson, Khloe's baby daddy, had kissed Jordan at an after party at his house. Khloe seemed to confirm the news on her Instagram stories with a bunch of quotes and photos. She was just feeling really sad. I mean, there was already so many things that had come out about Tristan cheating on her. So for it to be within like the family or within close friends, that was so painful to Khloe. She posted, "If they ask you about me, tell them she was the only person that loved me with honesty and I broke her. Somebody needs to hear this. That betrayal was your blessing. The worst pain is getting hurt by a person you explained your pain to." She was definitely feeling the pain from Jordan and hearing this news about her and Tristan. And a month after all of this went down, Jordan sat down with Jada for an episode of Red Table Talk where she talked about that night with Tristan, and she said that they did kiss, but nothing further happened between the two of them. Khloe reacted live to this, and she took to Twitter saying, "Why are you lying at Jordan Woods? If you're going to try and save yourself by going public instead of calling me privately to apologize first, at least be honest about your story. By the way, you are the reason my family broke up. Tristan is equally to blame, but Tristan is the father of my child. Regardless of what he does to me, I won't do that to my daughter. He has been addressing this situation privately. If Tristan were to lie publicly about what conspired, then yes, I would address him publicly as well." So there was a lot going on between Jordan, Khloe, the entire Kardashian family at that, because this was a family matter. This was crazy and just so shocking. Everyone that knew how close Jordan was with the family just thought this information was absolutely unbelievable at first when it came out. And then to find out that this actually occurred, that they did kiss, was the ultimate betrayal. I think everybody just felt that kind of betrayal and felt really sad for everyone involved, because there were so many people that were like, okay, Jordan is getting a lot of hate right now. Like, yeah, it's really effed up that this happened, but Tristan should also be getting a lot of hate. And it just became a very complicated situation because obviously Khloe and Tristan did try to, continue their relationship after this. They were very on and off, but she gave him another chance, and Jordan was never allowed near the family ever again. And obviously it is because Tristan does have a child with Khloe, but people just didn't like how the whole thing went down, and they felt a little bad for Jordan in the end. But I mean, it's such a mess of a situation. So that's why Kanye working with Jordan is so crazy, because of all of this family history that she has with them, and the fact that he is feeling this shady, petty way towards Kim and really upset about the kids not going to the school that he wants them to go to. So he's going to work with people that the Kardashians do not like. It is a mess. Literally, Jordan was never in the Kardashians' lives after this situation, so it's just super awkward for her to be working with Kanye in any type of way. And I don't even know how that little exchange went down, if he DM'd her and was like, "Jordan, let's do this," and she was feeling like up for the shade, I guess. I don't know, you guys. This whole thing just sounds like it's creating issues, and I don't know. It's like sad, but it's just crazy, and I could not believe that they were working together. But that is what's going on with Kanye and the Kardashians. It's definitely an uncomfortable situation, but maybe he'll decide to not be petty or shady anymore, since he did seem to have the change of heart when it came to Pete, by actually addressing Pete by Pete and not by Skeet. I'll also mention that Kanye went on Good Morning America this week and seemed to be pretty apologetic for putting the Kardashians under any stress. So maybe he's thinking about everything that he's said and done so publicly a little differently now, feeling a little bad about it. It kind of sounds like everything that was going on in his life with Gap and Adidas and all his business deals were then making him really think about Kim and their situation, and thus leading to all of this.
This is the mother of my children, and I apologize for any stress that I have caused, even in my frustration, because God calls me to be stronger. But also, ain't nobody else finna be causing no stress either. I need this person to be least stressed and the best sound mind and as calm as possible to be able to raise those children.
Do you feel you have a voice as you're co-parenting now?
I do have a voice, but I had to fight for it. That hurts you when you have to like scream about what your kids are wearing. And it's just little nuances where there was a parallel to what was happening at Gap, what was happening at Adidas, and what was happening in my home. It was all a kind of a disregard for the voice of something that I co-created. I co-created the children. I co-created the product at Adidas. I co-created the product at Gap. There's a parallel, and the parallel does touch on discrimination.
So far, it seems like he hasn't been posting too much of the same old ranty content that he has been posting the last couple of weeks. He's mostly just been promoting his Yeezy sunglasses that are dropping, and that's about it. But Kanye posts so randomly that you never really know what's next. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.